we did the division board. Okay, that was fun. And we came up with it. So maybe take a little second here to just remind yourself what was on your vision board. Okay, what do you want to buy? Okay, where do you want to go? Who do you want to spend time with? What do you want to do for those people that you love? Your faith. Whatever that was on your vision board, just kind of like go back on it and just remember like, okay, that's what I want 2025 to look like. Once you figure that out, okay, there's a little bit of danger with the vision board, I feel like. Sometimes I look at it, it gets motivated, it's like, great, that's awesome, like that's what we want to do. And that motivates me to understand what motivates you guys. But the danger of the vision board is that, don't want it if you're not willing to work for it. Like, it doesn't continue to make sense to like want something if you're not willing to work for it. It's like setting yourself up for disappointment. And it's like just free yourself from that desire, because that desire is just going to make you disappointed, and it's going to make you like, oh, like I couldn't do that. You shouldn't even like want it from the first place if you just crave the results only, but not willing to put in the process or the work. And I don't want you guys to be disappointed, right? So do what it takes to get it. Step one is at least you guys know what you guys want now. Now, step two is like, okay, what behaviors, what do I have to do to get that? All right, I think it's very important because sometimes, I call them like master manifestors. They're always talking. Which is, I don't want to knock their ambition, but it's like, we're driving around and like, I'm going to own that building one day. It's like, wow, it's a huge building. It's like, it's kind of like, that's nice, but you should probably like, sell more policies then. Or you should go to work. I'm going to be CEO one day. I'm going to call the shots. You should probably not call off then. Or if you have like some people have really grand visions, but it's like, well, the actions doesn't match. I want to write a bunch of commercial policies. Okay, it's like, well, let's start off with homes. Okay, we got to start somewhere. Like, let's have what actions you need to reach to get to the next level. So what are some behaviors or actions you guys need to take, you think?
Make more money.
Make more money. And what are the behaviors that help you make more money?
Be here and be active.
Be here and be active. It's pretty simple, right? It's free. It's like kind of cool to think about the vision. Like, I could do this, I could do that. It's like, it's free to think about it. It's like, but what's the activity that helps you reach that vision? Consistency. Okay, now once you know what to do, you got to mix in the consistency to do that. Priorities. And speaking of priorities, okay, a lot of times people think like, okay, I want to do this, I gotta do this. You keep on thinking like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like, you start thinking of all these actions you gotta take, which is true, but it's pretty simple if you think about it. So really the key here to me is like, what behaviors or actions you need to get rid of? Anybody want to be vulnerable and share? Laziness, okay, I don't think you have that, but laziness, okay, that's a behavior action.
Negative mindset.
Negative mindset, procrastination. Because you guys are hitting it hard right now. Yeah, negative mindset is a mindset that is really getting in people's way. Okay, I can't do it. They don't have money. These leads suck. Okay, we're always more expensive. Okay, that's a mindset that you need to get rid of. Because we all have the same leads, but the closing ratio is pretty different, right? Procrastination, okay. And some behaviors or actions, laziness, it could be like, over entertainment. For me, it was like, that's really stopped me. And every year I was like, you know what? Every year I just got rid of stuff. Okay. 1 year alcohol was getting too much it was just getting too much consuming me. I felt like it was just getting to a problem. I said, I'm going to cut out alcohol. Okay. 1 year was this friend I was hanging out with. We've been boys for a long time, but it's like, every time I hang out with them, it's like, it's no good. I don't want to get arrested. I need to cut out a friend. Okay. For you guys, it could be, any type of behavior, like, and then it got crazy for me, like sugar, processed food, fried food, gambling. I just started just cutting out stuff because it was like, this serves me no good. And the more I cut out, it's like, that's what actually made more of a difference than like stuff I added. So think about your guys. Hopefully you guys have thought of something, one thing in your mind. It's like, I need to cut this person, this behavior, this thought out of my mind to take it to the next level. None of you guys had Netflix on your vision board or TikTok on your vision board. Okay, so the vision board helps you realize that's what I want. So do what helps you get that vision and not what doesn't help you. So can you do it? Can you make your vision boards come true?
Yes.
There you go. Thank you, Jackie. I'm like, God, someone believes in themselves. And when it comes to if you could do it or not, I want to put it to you guys this way. It's just that you're unfamiliar. Okay, Janelle had a home court, right? It was a Saturday. And she was like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Like, I was like, you just say this and you click here. And you guys know how I train, right? So she was getting more nervous.
Yeah.
And she was like sweating and stuff like that. I was like, why are you so nervous? This is like so easy. You know, in my head, I was thinking what is making her so nervous? And with me, I wasn't nervous at all. What's the difference between me and her? And I just figured out it's just that she just doesn't know how. That's the only difference.
Or you're the boss.
My delivery could have been a little bit softer, yes. But it's not that she can't do it. She could do it. She did it.
Yeah.
Okay? And a lot of times, you guys could do it too. It's just that you don't know how. Okay? Maybe you don't know how to work 40 hours a week every single week, or be on time every single day, or you don't know how to sound to get your closing ratio up, or you don't know how to stay disciplined, or you don't know how. There's many things you don't know how. There's a lot of things I don't know how. Like, I don't know how to make $10 million a year. Does that mean I'm incapable? Okay, so same thing with you guys. It's not that you're incapable. You can do it. Okay, it's just that you don't know how yet. And knowing how, that's our job to help you. Like, you don't know how to sound, you don't know what to say, the scripts are there. Okay, you don't know what things you need to get rid of. So that's why we want you guys to know that you can do it. It's just that you don't know how. That's the only difference. It's a big difference there. Subtle difference is a big difference. You can do it. Okay? So the only thing now that you know that you can do it is ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price? This is your vision here. Now, this is the behaviors you have to do, and this is the behaviors you have to cut out. Now, you have your negotiation here. Like, am I willing to do that to get this? It's just a decision you have to do. Like, it's a negotiation, and if you want that, then you can. Because, yeah, coming up with the vision is free. It's completely free, okay? But there's a price you have to pay to make them come true. And if you can endure what most people can't, what does endure mean? Survive? Yeah. If you could survive what most people can't, what other words would you use for endure? Withstand. Yep, be able to handle, resist. If you can endure what most people can, what do you guys think I mean by that? Letting go what most people can't let go of, or doing things most people won't. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you can endure what most people can't, do you think Laura endured? When she first got started here, $11 an hour, and she was working not in the same she was working in the same office, but in a way like my office. Like, you know how I have an office there? She was in my office with her back towards me so I could see her screen at all times.
I'm just no, I'm just kidding.
That's what I mean. Payroll was very tight at that time. I had to make sure every minute was being worked on, being worked. Activity, talk about activity ratio. I couldn't afford someone to be paying somebody that wasn't working, right? She endured that. And then she's been here 12 years, but 9 of those years, or 11 of those years being the top agent of the year. Okay, so if you could endure what most people can't, then you can do what most people can't. You can get what most people can't. There's just so many times when people just want to just look for the easy way, and they can't endure it. They can't withstand. They can't survive what it takes to win, and they just go looking for the easy way. They look for the easy way. Continue as things get hard, they look for the easy way. And I did a lot of research on this. I read a lot of books about successful people. I've talked to successful people, and they all tell me it's fucking hard. So I said, okay, you know what? Everyone's looking for the easy way. I'll just do it the hard way. All right. So lastly, guys, where does greatness come from? From sacrifice? From within. Something within you, right? Yeah, sacrifice. Those are really where I'm going from. It doesn't come from being smart. It doesn't come from going to school, like society teaches you to. It comes from within. It comes from sacrifice. Greatness, to me, comes from character. What does character mean to you guys? Character is who you are, right? Like you're saying, your motivation, who you are, your identity. What else does character kind of mean to you guys?
Who you become.
Who you become, your identity. Okay, I looked it up, okay? Character is the mental and moral qualities. It's a good thing, qualities. distinctive to an individual. So it's like you. That's the qualities you have. Okay, that's only you. It's your values, it's your morals, it's your qualities that you have as a person. Greatness comes from character, having character, right? Like that's who you are. Okay, it's within you. Now, where does character come from?
Consume.
Your experiences,
Life experiences.
life experiences, what you went through in your life. Greatness comes from character, and character comes from suffering. Have you guys suffered? I think most of you guys have probably suffered more than I have. But the crazy thing is, as older you get, the more you can suffer. Not great news, but the more you suffered, that's what's building your character, because that's what molded you to who you are now. Okay, so many of you guys have suffered. I know that you guys have suffered, but if greatness comes from having character, and character comes from suffering, and I know you have suffered, so that means greatness is in you. Like Christian said, it's within you, because you guys have all suffered. So now it's time for us to show that we are great because you have built character, and time to prove ourselves that we're going to be a great company too. I don't want you guys to suffer for nothing. You guys have suffered to build character, and now that character is time to turn that into greatness. All right, guys. So great start of the month, guys. Thank you. Start of the year. Thank you, guys. And let's get it 2025.